tell you right now, I'm single, and there's a reason. Might get up right now. At minimum, what I'm wearing.
At most.
Yeah, but a lot of it's my personality. Brendan Davis shared Bruno Mars' post. Bruno Mars is still a thing. Is he for real? Does he still make music? Yeah. Not enough for me to care, I guess.
All right, I feel like I have a little. Can you zoom me in a little bit? There's like a small. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. That's like a slow zoom. You good? Keep going. Okay, that's very close. Pretty good. You think that's too close?
It's just me. Might be fine. Okay. Screenshot. I'll tell you what, though.
All right. Yes. Zach.
Hold on, I'm sending a tweet.
I'm so glad to be back on this. I'm a little bummed that your monitor's not on right now, though.
I don't want to look at myself.
You don't have to look over.
I just feel like it's right there in front of me.
Yeah, but
it's like a cashmere sweater.
You're a great-looking guy. You shouldn't feel
not to me
about it.
Well, hold on. I'm at least an average-looking guy. That doesn't mean I have to look at average. I don't have to look average in the face all the time. We are our worst critics, and that is saying, judge myself harshly.
It's not though. That's your projection on that. That camera is non-judgmental.
The camera's not judgmental. I'm judgmental.
Seen it all. It's not going to project on you.
The camera's seen it all.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, fuck, what's that line? The hole in the wall where the men can see it all. What a creepy ass line to say.
What's that from?
And I don't know. I think it was just a thing. I think it's from like a movie or something or a show, but and it sounds like a 50s radio announcer saying, "There's a hole in the wall where the men can see it all." What are they looking at? I assume it's other women.
I would think so. So
Town radio.
I think bouncing this light off of the ceiling was so much better.
I think it smells
like something's about to catch on fire.
A little bit.
Hopefully those bulbs are put in correctly. Watch it just like explode out like in the middle of the podcast.
That would actually be pretty.
That would be great content.
Sorry, I'm trying to like finish this thing up.
Come on, the people are. I'm about to include this in the episode. You're just gonna be like rudely on your phone while I'm trying to do a podcast.
Well, here's my problem. I can't text and talk at the same time because I'm either saying what I'm texting or texting what I'm saying.
And then you start to text. Yeah, you start to text what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. And I was trying to finish 2 words. That's it. Yeah. And I couldn't do it for like 15 minutes.
It's like impossible. You can't. I feel like it's literally impossible to do that. Because your brain can't have like 2 conversations at once. It's like not capable.
No, I can't even have one. I can't even follow one conversation. Well, that's not true. It used to be like kind of hard to just follow. Like it was all my strength to concentrate on a conversation. You know. But as I don't know, like, especially working in a restaurant, like, my boss would try and talk to me, and it wouldn't be about anything important, but he'd say something, and I'd stand there just going, and then...
And you're, like, not even listening?
Well, I'm trying, like, it's not like we were busy, but it's, like, I've been there for 4 hours already, and, like, I enjoyed talking to him, and then he was done, and I'm like, can you say all that again? Like, I just didn't get it.
I've done that.
That's supposed to be, like, a symptom of ADHD.
I think, when I was a kid, I was doing, like, family counseling at one point. And the doctors, whatever they were called, said that I had...
The whatever they were called?
I mean, I don't know if it's
doctors, scientists.
I mean, it's like a psychiatrist, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what their technical term is, but I think they said that I had ADD or ADHD, something like that. But I was like, screw you. I am me, and you will not label me.
So... control me and make me a better person. So I'm like, I don't think I'm officially diagnosed with ADHD. Like, I told my doctor about the symptoms, and she gave me Vyvanse, which is ADHD medication.
Yeah.
Which has been great.
You take it?
Yeah, I take it. I'm supposed to take it every day.
Like once a day?
Yeah. So on night shift, but working the night shift like will ruin you.
Does it give you like energy, like kind of like Adderall does or whatever? Like helps you focus, I guess.
It did in the beginning. Like it used to be. It was. I mean, it's amphetamines. It's crack.
Yeah.
Speed or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know, I went.
Get you going.
Yeah, but that's supposed to happen like in the beginning, and then you
get
chill
a
out.
tolerance for it.
Yeah, so it works now. But on night shift, it was just rough because like there's not a lot of thinking power on night shift.
Like,
on the job.
Like your brain is already tired, or you mean it's just like a mindless job?
It's a mindless job,
Yeah.
so there's like nothing to concentrate on.
Yeah.
But because I've been off for 2 weeks and just doing editing and stuff like that, like it's been fantastic. Like I wake up at like between 9 or 12, depending how late I was up.
Yeah.
And I take it immediately, and then within an hour, like I'm ready to go. But it also makes me drink so much water.
Crack, so.
Kind of like, I mean, it is. I mean, yeah, but.
But it's legal.
It's legal crack.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Who cares? Nothing wrong with that. It's legal.
There's nothing wrong with legal crack. I want that on my gravestone. Zach, here lies Zach Roth. There's nothing wrong with legal crack.
That would be great. I'll remember that. Well, this will be live or on YouTube, so somebody can reference it when the day comes.
This will be live.
It will not be live, but this will be online. So
I hope it's online.
Eventually.
You don't have just like Dennis Reynolds and.
I don't just print it to DVD and like hope that it makes it somewhere.
You keep it in your drawer, labeled like Dennis Reynolds with his conquest of women, and just watches them by himself. Like.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know what I'm talking about? You never seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I mean, I know. Oh.
You watch that?
I've seen it. I've seen a good amount of episodes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's because he's a sociopath.
Which one's Dennis? He's like the skinnier guy, like the one.
I mean,
he's like the brother and sister.
Yeah, he's the brother.
Okay, yeah.
And because he's like a psychopath, sociopath. I think he's a sociopath, but he videotapes all the women he slept with in his room, and like names them. And it's weird because it's on VHS, which I guess it shows them how trashy they are.
Yeah.
But then he'll watch them, I think. I don't think all the time, but like it's one of those things that like comes up every now and then. I think there was a whole episode dedicated to like this process of his, or just the videotapes itself. But every now and then it'll pop up and be like, oh yeah, that's just weird. So obviously that's what you're doing with your podcast, where you just record it and this is for yourself.
I don't even make these live online or anything. It's literally like you'll never be able to see this.
Kevin later in the future, this is a message to Kevin in the future. Like, put your fucking pants on. That's
I'm
just
pretty sure
too
they
weird.
can see my legs in the master shot.
In the master shot?
Yeah.
I meant like
like
when you're
while
watching
it like in my spare time.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned, I really wish I had a cowboy hat. I look like a
I was
dick.
gonna wait to see how long your outfit came up. I was thinking. I laughed earlier while you were talking because I was just thinking it'd be funny if we just didn't.
If I never talk about it,
like just like casually.
I was gonna stop at I wish I had a cowboy hat and just not talk about it, but now it's too late.
Yeah, I was thinking like I shouldn't go there, but it's so hard for me not to. Like when I have a thought like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was considering like it would be pretty funny to just not even reference it. Just
Nobody will get it. I don't think so.
Yeah,
except for the people that I've told.
What'd you say it was from?
I don't want to say it now.
Okay. If you can guess in the comments, we will. There's a giveaway. You can win Zach's hat if you guess it.
Hold on a moment.
I just offered that up for you.
Well,
so I don't know if you actually want to get rid of it, but
prepare to be disappointed.
We'll give you $1. I will Venmo you $1.
There you go.
If you can guess what Zach's outfit is inspired by.
Honestly, I think people will get it. It's just
usually
usually
you got $1. Whoever guesses first, you're a richer person because of it.
It's usually when I talk to people in person, like the only people that get it are like.
Oh you told me earlier.
Yeah,
I was like trying to remember what you were saying. I was like, what did you even say? But yeah,
but people that grew up with that show, which is
you can't get now. They're gonna know.
But I'm saying, like, I think more people would know than they normally
Well, now they know
than
it's a
I
show
think.
from growing up like a while ago.
Yeah, but like
That's enough.
the 40s,
You're just gonna keep
50s,
giving. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
90s.
Who knows?
I don't know.
What period of time?
Young people probably will get it because they don't watch it unless they're like me.
Well, now that's more. You're giving way too much information. I feel like
No,
they're gonna like for sure get it now, and I'm gonna have to be.
give
money
away
out of my
$1.
pocket,
Someone
yeah.
was gonna get it though.
I can't afford this.
I can't afford it. You're just giving away one. Are you giving $1 to everyone who's gonna get
For
it?
the first person that gets it right.
Oh yeah, you can't afford this.
I'll be all right. It's fine. I can handle it. But you have to subscribe and share it too. I'm just kidding. But if you want to subscribe and like the video, please do.
If you don't want to, then just don't.
Yeah.
But you
that
should.
as well. If you don't like it, also hit the dislike button, just so you can express your opinion.
Oh yeah, there is a dislike button. I always forget that there's a dislike button on YouTube.
Yeah, I like that. They have that. I hate how.
Yeah.
Well, I don't hate. I mean, Facebook. I think it'd be interesting. If they
I
had a
hate
dislike button.
Facebook. Also, watch
Yeah.
Radio Rotal live on Facebook Live
Self-plug.
tonight. Oh, it's not live here, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, every Sunday at 7:30
Every Sunday, 7:30 for now.
for about an hour.
Yeah, and then the post show where I pretend, then I take phone calls.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can call in, right? You got live calls.
Yeah, that's what I was making the post.
You had a caller last week, right?
Yeah, it was you.
Hell yeah.
It was you because I realized because I started it last week, like I didn't plan it. I was just like, I want to do it. Let's just do it. And if anything, I'm like, you know how we were talking about like I'm comfortable being single for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like it's probably a horrible connection. But I'm
You
like,
say that now, but
yeah, I know I say that now. But it was like
Probably.
I want the show to be random people I don't know calling in, or I know I don't care, but just random people calling in, knowing it's a joke where I play an alien wanting to talk to humans who's like basically stuck in his house because if he leaves, he's gonna get, popped by the
alien,
FBI.
though?
Huh?
They'll shoot him.
Shoot him, capture him. I'm sure
You
they'll
think
shoot
they
him.
would just shoot him? Like, there's the alien, and just kill him.
Depends on the government, I guess.
I feel like they would want to like.
I don't know
keep
what the
him alive.
government's intentions are.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure they got enough aliens, so when they see,
already, like they're just like we don't know about them, but they're like have been used to aliens, so they're just like kill it.
I would assume
Just
it's
another alien.
like, yeah, I mean, they have enough aliens. If they have an extra, there's like, well, I mean, we already got a slug man, a slug alien.
'Cause that's
Just
what
kill
you're-
this one. We don't
you're-
need these running around.
You're a slug man, right?
I am a slug man, and I play one.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a slug man, but I play one
You
in
have
real life.
a voice for your slug man, right?
I'm not. Yeah.
I thought so because when I put that together when I called in because you're like
Well,
doing the voice.
for some reason, like this past year, because of the pandemic, like getting a job at Kroger on night shift, the amount of time, like usually, talking and conversating with other people.
Is it conversating or conversing? I'm gonna make sure to make a point to correct every guest that I have every episode.
I think
I feel like I'm always like there's like one thing every episode where I'm like, well, hold on, sorry, let me stop.
No, I think you're right.
It's conversing.
I think you're right. I think it is conversing. Anyway, conversing. Get out of my house. This is your house. Yeah, conversing. But like the amount of time I've like used like to talk has decreased so much to where, and having the mask on too.
Oh, you mean like the amount of time you're used to talking at work compared to
Just like in general,
like in life?
like before I would work in a restaurant and I'd talk the entire time, go home and hang out for a little bit, talk to Colin and talk to Brian and
We know who all these people are too. Like
it just people I live with, and then go to the theater, and where I was working as a sound technician and stuff, and talk the entire time there.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like when the pandemic hit, it was no job, no theater, and then when I did get a job, it was at Kroger, and I didn't talk the entire night. So I feel like it's like I haven't been exercising my vocals.
yeah.
As much. Now, so what happens is if I talk too long, I start to get really raspy. Like, it kind of sounds like that right now. To me, at least. I still keep looking at the viewfinder, and it's not even on. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, you can look at the camera.
I know.
I
am looking at the camera.
You're talking to me, Zach.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. You can adjust the camera.
But it's not as bad as it usually is, because I think the last couple of days I've been like talking more often. Like the other night I was telling you I was talking to my friend, and we talked for like a couple hours right before. Or I told you that yesterday on the phone. And today we've been talking all day today, so I think that's been like helping my voice. But so the voice I was doing for the alien character, like I do something to like see now it's perfect. But because my voice has been so like not used for so long that it's become harder to do that, and so like during the last few, like the first couple episodes, because like we've done 5 episodes or 6, and then the first time doing the post phone call show last week. And so I could feel it during the show, like it just comes and goes because like my voice is like getting rough and then I clear it up. It's just so hard to keep it. But like right now, I think I can keep it tonight.
Yeah.
Because like my voice isn't getting all screwed up now.
Like your vocal cords are not strained right now.
Yeah, and I think when I started getting on the ADHD medication, like the amount of water I drink, I think cold water is not good for your vocal cords. Like room temperature water is.
I used to take, I think room temperature might be better, but any kind of liquid is good for your vocal cords when like they start. Because I used to take vocal lessons for a little while, and I mean, she made a point to teach me that like I should always have like something to drink when I'm practicing and just sip on it like pretty often.
I was told that like cold water helps with clean vocals, and this is coming from somebody who does metal scream, because he's a screamo musician. Like that's what he does. I don't know what he does now. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he taught me cold water just clean vocals, and warm water loosens it up to get the scream like raspiness. Yeah. So, I mean, between me not being a musician, but him, doing that and actually in a band and being in actual competitions, I would like, yeah, okay, I trust that to be reliable information. I never Googled it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I think I was listening to a podcast where they're a voice actor. It's Paul F. Tompkins. He said on his Stay F. Homekins podcast for the pandemic with his wife, said he only drinks room temperature water now because it's best for his vocal cords, like his speaking voice. So I heard that 3 months ago, and I haven't started doing that to see if it's right.
Hot tea is really good for your vocal cords.
And I did just get tea as a Christmas gift. I should actually drink that tea. Like,
should.
I hate coffee, but there's some coffee that's good. I haven't found like my niche coffee. I also like tea, but it seems like work.
You get a lot of coffee at that hookah lounge, right?
No, I just drink water. I used to get dirty chai tea. Did we get that when you showed up that one time?
We got something. I don't know what it was.
It was probably dirty chai tea.
It's good.
I used to get that a lot, but then for some reason after a while, it just like after I would leave and go home, it would wreck my stomach. Really? So I just stopped because it's coffee, milk, and tea. It's a weird mixture. And I think the dirty part is because it's got coffee in it.
So with your podcast, where can people find that? Is it just Facebook right now?
Right now it's on Live. What the fuck is it called?
Live in Escape Pod 95.
Oh, it's Live In. I don't know why. I started second guessing.
I know it and you don't, man.
I started second guessing it. Like, is it Live on Escape Pod? No, it's Live in Escape Pod 95's Facebook page, because it's a
Which is another podcast that our friend started with you.
Yeah. Oh, he started it, and then
you got involved.
I got heavily involved, yeah. And
so you promote your podcast through their Facebook page?
Well, because my character is from that show, so it's a spin-off.
Do you have a Facebook page for your podcast too?
No, I want to build it because I feel like we're still like testing it out.
Yeah.
Because there's good parts in it, like, because I have a whole thing on my phone that's like Radio Rotal segments.
What is Rotel?
Rotal's a slug man.
That's your name?
Rotal Springeldeem is my name.
What is it?
Rotal Springeldeem. He's an accountant. Rotal. Rotau.
Rotal Springle.
Deem. Yeah.
Springle.
Springeldeem.
Like Springle.
Yeah.
Springle.
Yeah.
Like a Pringle.
Yeah.
Deem.
But spring.
Deem.
Deem. Yeah.
Springeldeem.
Yeah. Very Jewish.
I like that name. Is he a Jewish alien?
No. But it's funny because
become Jewish.
He has that like. Oh my God, that's actually really funny.
Start wearing what do they call it?
A yarmulke.
Yeah.
That's actually really funny that he's like, people tell me my name is Jewish, and I'm an accountant, which is also a Jewish stereotype. Like, maybe I should just become Jewish.
Have them look into the Jewish religion. Like,
that's a fantastic idea. I need to write this down, actually. So I'm going to forget. Or, no, I'm not, because it's recorded.
Just wait.
I'm just going to wait till it comes out. Oh, that's funny. But I feel like we're still testing it out, because, like, I wanted to do a movie of the week. And usually it's like, if we don't actually watch one, like, me and Brian know, like, we've watched a ton that we can just kind of pick one out on the fly. Because it's improv, mostly. It's mostly just improv podcasting. And
like this, but you're like,
it's a narrative,
fantasy based, like narrative kind of.
Yeah, because the Live and Escape pod was improv, but with narrative goals. Like, sometimes, I mean, episodes
character development and like a story like aren't.
Yeah, because I think Brendan, he's outed. I think he would say, like, there's a goal, we want to get to the end of this. Like, we want this person to do this at the end. But I don't care how we get there, as long as it, like...
So you have, like, certain points that you want to reach, but, like, as far as how do you get to point A from point A to point B, it's, like, kind of...
As long as if you start at A and you get to B, I don't care how the hell you get there, just get there. That was how the show went.
Just, like, certain things that have to happen, but in the middle is uncertain.
Mm-hmm. And, well, with the finale, me and Brendan, like, wrote it out.
Did you have a finale already?
I think we had a 2-part finale, and it ended on a cliffhanger for season 2. Season 2 is like, it may not ever come out. I'm not sure, because other things came up, and then he also moved. So, am I boring you? I'm just kidding.
I'm just tired. I'm sorry.
I know, I'm just fucking...
I've been not sleeping great, but...
No, I feel it.
Hanging in there. Thanks for doing the podcast, man.
Dude, yeah,
it's been really fun. Thank you guys for watching.
Is this the end? No, are you ending it right now? It's been 10 minutes. It's like, thanks for you guys for watching. You can only take 15 minutes of this, asshole.
Next time. See you later. But yeah, thank you for participating. And thanks for helping me set everything back up. Appreciate it a lot.
Well, yeah, I'm just a workhorse that works for free.
You're a freaking workhorse.
Evidently.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
keep that up.
No.
Forever.
No. I'm gonna have to put a stop to that shit.
Yeah.
Except for very rare cases. No, but like...
Maybe I'll.
I'm a friend, man.
Yeah, appreciate you. Maybe.
Pound the rock.
Yeah, air pound.
Oh, that's so fucking lame.
Hey, airmail.
What? What is? Hold on. Say that again.
Airmail.
Airmail?
Yeah. Ready? Look, you gotta.
Oh my god. It's air. I thought it was Air 5. I've never heard.
Well,
it
is an Air 5, but it's airmail. Like I'm mailing, like
I'm mailing it to you?
Yeah, like airmail, it's like an email, but it's airmail, and that's a high five. Or I guess we could do it with the rock, too, really. You want to explode it, too? Got hairs on it. Now I'm starting to get you're starting to make me self-conscious, Zach.
No, I'm sorry. I like you said, airmail, it's like mail or an email, like an email.
Like you've got mail.
I'm gonna send you an email in the future. I'm not gonna say when, whether it's tomorrow or 10 years from now. And it's just gonna say
airmail.
Here's that airmail you wanted. I'm gonna attach a file to it too. I'm gonna make a whole graphic.
Okay.
I never heard of it called airmail.
I just remember hearing that when I was like a kid, like or pretty young.
Oh, I thought we said it was an Air 5.
I mean, I've heard that too, but I just remember like I don't even know if it was in a movie or a show or in real life. I don't remember, but I just remember somebody being like airmail, and then like high five, and I was like, that's gonna stick with me the rest of my life.
I think it's funny. No, but when you did the Pound the Rock thing earlier before we started, like, and I had said it was like when I did YOLO, when YOLO was a thing, like, it's like telling dumb pun jokes where it's like. I groaned, but I enjoyed it.
Dumb, but it's like
like I enjoyed it. So
that's like my thing.
I'm not putting you down.
No, it's okay. I mean, I love stupid humor. Like I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I know it's stupid. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of one of my favorite things. So.
Can you say all that again in the last 15 minutes? I'm just kidding.
No.
I used to be like that. Like, I would just say stupid I still do. I just say dumb shit just to say it.
It's kind of fun. And then it's even more fun sometimes when, like, people think that's just you. Like, you're just they just think you're dumb or like cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you are, you know, but like you're in on it sometimes and people don't get it. And then they just think that you're like not funny and trying to be funny, or like they just think you're like lame.
That was definitely high school. Well, I was a lot of things in high school. So.
I feel like I do that like pretty often where I just like, it doesn't land, you know? People like, it's just like over their head. And I'm like,
yeah,
it's funny to me.
I do that. Yeah. Cause like ultimately I started looking at it like, I'm really making me laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
But if anybody else gets it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy that, but really it's like, I mean, it's like this, like with this shirt, like I wear it out and about. No, I mean, like when I go to Clifton or something like that, like nobody that age is going to know what it is, but I love it. Mm-hmm. So like I like wearing it. Yeah. So, but then it's like
entertaining for you.
Yeah. But then when I see my mom, who I think I still had to tell what the shirt was. Yeah. And I can't even remember if she watched the show or not, but I know my dad did, but like they would get it if they saw it, I think, or it's been too long for them to remember. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like that.
By the way, for those watching, I haven't shot a podcast in about 2 months, probably at least. And the last time I shot was before my injury. I had a shoulder injury, if you're wondering why I'm in a sling right now. I've been in a sling for like 8 weeks, I think at least, and it's been horrible. But I had to get a pretty serious surgery on my shoulder because I was in Colorado on a snowboard trip, and I ate shit and fell incredibly hard and probably got a concussion and separated 3 ligaments and dislocated my clavicle, and it punctured my muscle, and they had to do surgery on it. So if you're wondering why I'm in a sling, that's why. But yeah, anyways.
It was fucking funny.
Phones, actually.
I just want to see what my likes are.
For your podcast post?
Well, actually, I was trying to check to make sure I did it correctly. I've actually done posts in general, not just Facebook, where like I've done half a sentence and like I got distracted and then just sent it being like, oh, I'm done. But it just ends with and it's just in like, and what?
Also, for those watching, Zach is, if you've seen the video where I have a narrator talking about this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Screen printing process. It's like one of my most viewed. I think it's my second most viewed video on my channel.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's got almost like 30,000 views.
You're fucking lying to me.
No, I swear.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
No, I can't check. I'll check later.
Wait.
That's insane.
But yeah, no, it's definitely like it's for sure my second most viewed video, which is funny.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, I know. Well, my most viewed video is terrible.
What's your most viewed video?
It's like a student from Ohio Media School actually edited it and shot it, but it's just me like explaining how I print in order, but we put not that much effort into it. I mean, I worked with him on the edit, like back and forth, and revised it and stuff, but he chose like really bad music for it, and I think it's got like 160 dislikes because the music's so annoying.
How long has it been? Was it like when you were first?
Like 20 minutes long.
No, how long? Like
how long ago?
Yeah.
2 or maybe 3 years now ago.
Is it? That's not your first like video. No.
I've been doing videos on that channel for over 10 years.
That's what I thought. Like that. I thought I was remembering right.
Yeah.
That's your second most viewed video.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad in a way. But it's also like I kind of like it because it's like it's so little effort, just like whatever, you know.
Well, it's only like what. 5 minutes long? I don't remember anything about it. And that's the YouTube. Like I think we were talking about this a long time ago. Like the shorter the video on YouTube, the more views it's obviously going to get.
Probably a little easier, yeah.
And I like long videos anyway.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm in the huge minority of that. But I know that the shorter it is, the better. Mm-hmm. To just is this another air meal? Okay.
I was looking at that light's reflecting out of that window, so I was just seeing if that would feel better if it was not. Something to fix for a future episode.
Get that fucking American flag.
I can't wait to do live streams with this.
You can get a phone number.
We should. You inspired me to do that. Mm-hmm. I would love to do that. Got to get on a speakerphone or something.
Well, man, there's a way to headphones and like getting a switchboard for that. Yeah. It's so beyond my knowledge, but like it's going to be how I've been learning this stuff lately. It's just like I have an idea, how do I get it? And if it's like expensive equipment, it's like, all right, how the hell do I do it cheap in I don't want to say trashy, but just like horribly technically speaking, but
yeah, my goal is eventually like I want to get the podcast to be live, and then I want to have like a show producer who like is here while we're doing the episode, and we have like a live switchboard, so that way we don't even have to edit the episodes after. We can just live edit it, live streamed, and then you could even get the little sound effect board maybe.
I think you can do that on Twitch. Well, there's sound effects off Epidemic Sound that I saw.
Oh, really?
I haven't looked into it. I just saw that. I was looking through something one day for, I think, your video, which I never ended up using because I just turned it into something else. But I saw the button. It said sound effects. I'm like, oh, I'll come back to that. And didn't remember it until just now.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever watch H3H3?
No.
It's like
they're movie reviews. No, that's.
They used to do skits and stuff like that, and like a lot of like opinion videos and things, but it's like a comedy channel. But they started a podcast, and they do a lot of like, I mean, they have a very successful podcast. Like I'm sure they make millions of dollars doing it.
You know, I think we talked about this like 2 months ago, and being on night shift, I just listened to eight hours of podcasts. So like I'm every couple months, I like search for a lot, and then follow them, and then like. Whenever I decide to just pick it and go, and I think I did do that with H3, but I think there's more. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fuck it, but
yeah, but like I want to get like set up. I feel like that would be like the most efficient way to do it and the most professional. That you have somebody here who can live switch, live stream it. We could have people call in because I think that'd be fun. Maybe not every time, or but for a portion of it.
There's got to be a better way to do it because I'm doing Google Voice, and because when you called,
You're talking about for the phone.
Yeah, for the phone. When you called,
is that your phone number, or is that
no? That Google Voice gives you a number.
Does it generate like a new one every time, or do you have? Like
no, it's the same one. So that way I can just like now I've remembered it. Like before I didn't, but now it's like 899 or 513-899. Is it 899? Yeah, 513-899-1166. That number goes to Google Voice. It's only on my desktop. I could put it on my phone, but I don't. And because I want it to come through on Facebook Live because it gets all the desktop audio. So whatever noise comes on my laptop goes onto the show, and that's how I get like your voice. But when you called me, I had it in front of me, and it just said you got a voicemail. I'm like, why didn't it ring? I even said that live. But and then after the show I Googled why didn't this ring? And apparently you need to like be on it. Like be on the page and then like move your mouse to like show you're active. And like who like if people are using this for business, I assume. Yeah. Or like for my purposes. I'm thinking like somebody who works as like in accounting or and just has it on their whatever. They're not. How is that helpful at all if it doesn't ring unless you have to just stare at it the whole time? Unless that's just getting people to use it on their phone for some nefarious.
There's probably a lot of people that use it and they like only have so much server space to where like if is it free? I guess.
Yeah, because it's Google.
Yeah.
I use it through my Google or a Google account.
Yeah.
One of my Google accounts. One of two. It's Roth, really.
I was thinking about getting a lighting rig on the ceiling, but I don't know if that might be excessive. Although it would be cool because then you wouldn't need these stands in here just to like declutter a little bit.
That's true.
Like
a theater.
Yeah, like a metal rack that goes on the ceiling, and then you can like clamp the lights. It's
a lot of work, but I guess that would be down. You'd still need some on the side. What are you talking about? I think we were talking technical enough.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's probably not interesting to people.
So hold on for that video, for your second highest viewed video of my stupid ass. I did that.
You made it. If you didn't do that narration, it wouldn't be the second highest viewed, I bet. Or maybe it would if we made it super legit, like a super legit tutorial about printing a 6-color. Maybe it would get hella views.
Well, so here's what I remember. I remember getting it and like watching it, and then for like 30 minutes, I was trying to figure out why I couldn't hear anything. Like did he forget to send me audio files, or is there something wrong on my end? So I was trying to figure it out, and then eventually, after checking, I'm like, no, it's just there's no audio. It's just video.
Yeah.
He didn't record audio. So I was thinking, like, if he didn't record it, he doesn't have it. So then that's a bust. But then I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, maybe this will work. Because I didn't even tell you what I was doing.
I know.
I
That's what I like that about like working with you, because I mean like you just did that most recent vlog, which is gonna be up in a week or so.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's cool to see stuff come back in a way that's a little like you don't know what to expect necessarily. It's just like a pleasant surprise that way.
First of all, that drove me nuts because I sat there just being like, what can I do with this? And like I felt like I was also thinking too hard. So I was getting mad at myself. But then I'm just like, I think you sent me in that Star City email about a music video, and I'm just like, oh. And then I was working on it, and then I'm like, I should tell Kevin that I've actually figured this out. And I'm like, no, I'll do it later. And then I got a message saying like, hey, how's that video? I'm like, dude, legit, I was about to talk to you.
When I was thinking about editing that myself, you did it similarly to like how I was kind of planning on editing it, where we took the music of us like playing together and use that as like the backing track for the actual episode.
Yeah.
I like how you kept cutting back to it though, and like have little intermissions, and then I love how you ended it too, where like we were talking about how he hadn't played in a while and stuff. It just kind of seemed kind of nice.
I thought it was a good ending. Like, I don't know. I just kind of liked it.
Yeah, me too.
But it was almost two separate videos. Like, I almost made the video, like the music, just like itself. Then I'm like, who's it?
Yeah.
Nah. But
it's definitely more interesting to have like some story or whatever, you know, like cutting back and forth to the B-roll or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, because I watched everything without the music. Like, I just watching all the raw footage. Like I'm not a screen printing connoisseur, unlike your subscribers are. So, like, even though I find it very interesting, it was just to a point, like, because that video, the part of the video where you're in with those two clients is, like, an hour long.
I know. We talked for so much longer than I thought we would.
Yeah, and so, like...
Geez, I have a lot of footage here.
And then, like, 30 minutes in, I'm like, oh, my God, just fucking end it. Yeah. But, so, like, plus, I didn't know how much...
Sometimes when I talk to customers, and it's just, like, they have so many questions, which is fine. Like, it's my job to, like, help them. But, like, sometimes people just talk to you forever about their order.
Yeah, and in a video, like, watching it, it's just, like, I'm just watching a deal go down.
Yeah, well, some people like that. Like, that was because with the startup life, it was like people want to see the behind the scenes of like what it's really like to start a business.
Oh, really? I thought that was just you talking about it and like showing
some of it is that, but like that was why, like, I in the first season, for example, like I used to take my camera with me to drop orders off to customers, and it would be a little awkward, but I'd be like vlogging, like handshaking people and like showing some of the conversations we would have because I wanted people to see like the real life, like what I do, you know, just to not like sugarcoat it and make it me talking about it, but actually just show it actually happening.
I think you just need to take that camera out of your hand and have someone follow you.
It's so much better when I mean, the video that is the most viewed, somebody was shooting it for me. And I have a couple other videos on my channel where I had people shooting for me. And it's so much easier for me, for one thing. And it's just, I think it just looks more professional, and it seems better in a lot of ways.
Well, if you want to give me some fucking money, I can use my new gimbal.
No, I'm just kidding. At some point, like, I really want to, I want to do that. Like, I've been planning on like finishing the shop with the new press, and then you saw in there there's like a collage like on the wall. I was thinking about like setting that up to have like a couple like those LED lights probably, and then just like a shotgun microphone just like permanently set up there.
Okay.
So, and then a camera on a tripod, so that way like instead of me like walking around in circles, and I used to get so many comments of people like, quit walking around. Like,
I get fucking motion sickness sometimes. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And like sometimes cutting it too is just like, it's like, oh, this is good.
Jump cut
like,
to like,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's jarring.
Yeah.
So I've tried to like calm down with that somewhat, but I think I just want to take the whole channel to new heights and make it way more presentable and everything. So my goal with that is to like set up a designated spot to address the camera. So if I want to say something, I'll walk over there, hit record. I got the sound already set up and the lights, and then the backdrop looks nice. So it'll just look better in every way and sound better and everything. And that way I'm like directly addressing camera, and it's a nice composition, and you know.
Is most of that camera hand, is that it like improv vlogs, or is it just kind of like, I'm going to do a vlog tomorrow, probably around this time?
What do you mean?
Like I think you told me one time that like you just decided to do it one day, like you weren't planning on it, and you made a whole vlog that one day. Like, do you ever just like? So I'm trying to think, because I'm about to offer my services because like it's fun. I want to do it and shit. But I'm like, depending on how spontaneous it is, like if you just call me like, hey, I got a vlog, I'm like, I'm in the middle of doing.
Yeah, like you're not.
Like I don't want to just like give my services, but then if it's spontaneous, like I don't want to say that like I'm not available 100% of the time, but like if it's scheduled, then sure.
Yeah.
But especially since I'll be going when I go back to work soon, like and then sleeping all day again. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty spontaneous, but I mean whatever we gotta do, you know, if you want to like help shoot stuff, like I mean it would make sense obviously to like plan it ahead of time, not me just call you like, hey, I'm shooting in 5 minutes, like
it's like fuck, okay, put my pants on.
Yeah.
Or no, never mind, I'll just keep them off.
Come past this, it's fine. No, but like I really like I've been saying this for years and I've meant it the whole time, but it's just sometimes things take a lot longer than you expect them to. You know about that.
Yeah, tell me about it.
but like I've been wanting to take the channel to new heights. Like my goal has been 100K subs for forever, and like I know I'm far off.
Oh, that's like, been your goal to get there. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my goals with the channel is to get there, get the plaque, just as like a sign of like I accomplished this goal, you know, and something to be proud of. But like I know in order to do that, like I have to improve my channel. Like you don't get there without earning it. So it's like you have to actually deserve that. And the only way for me to do that is to improve the quality of my content. Yeah. So I mean that between podcasting and making the podcast more legitimate and working with people like editing and shooting and then like improving the format of the startup life videos and the business related stuff or doing music videos or skits, like whatever content we're creating, I think just constantly trying to like make it a little bit better and a little bit better, and eventually it'll be like good enough to like be deserving of like a better size following and all that. So that's the goal. But one step at a time. You ever seen What About Bob?
It's never easy. No, but we talked about that. Like I'm wanting to watch it. I think I was supposed to.
Yeah.
And
Bill Murray.
You know what? I might do that. I can't even do it tonight. I don't want to have time.
Baby
by the time the call-in show's over, like I think co-host will be in bed before he can watch that movie. So I might just watch it myself.
It's such a good movie. Are you a Bill Murray fan?
Yeah.
What about Richard Dreyfuss?
Is anyone not a Bill Murray fan? No, I'm not a Richard Dreyfuss fan. He's an asshole.
There's a song about Richard Dreyfuss that is on my Spotify playlist. It's so funny. It's just about like this guy who's a big fan. Like the singer himself of the song is like a huge fan of Richard Dreyfuss. He just talks about how he knows like his entire discography of work or body of work. He's asking like the listeners if they have seen Richard Dreyfuss recently to call this number or send an email to this number so that he can get in touch with Richard Dreyfuss. And like he starts going like through the lyrics, he starts to like break down all of his body of work, and like he's like saying like this one movie wasn't that great, but you were great in it. Yeah. And it's just like the funniest song, and it's a really good song too. Like it's the way, you know, like the performance musically is awesome.
Yeah, he was the shining light in the Poseidon remake with Kurt Russell. But he was good in Lost in Yonkers. I think that's the movie.
He's good in
I love that movie
for sure. I don't really know much of his other work, but I love him in that movie. It's great. I just love that movie. It's so good.
Well, apparently he's a dick in real life, but that's only from secondhand.
He's a dick in that movie too. So.
And What About Bob?
Yeah.
He's a dick in Lost in Yonkers too, but he plays a mobster, so I mean it's kind of within the book.
Yeah.
So, time is it? I'm only checking the time because you know
because you're like bored and you want to get out of here.
Exactly. I fucking hate you so much.
I feel so offended right now. Just go.
Just get out of
Get out.
Get out of my house and my life.
Never come back.
Take your luggage too. I'm like, I didn't bring any luggage.
I should have worn. I have a robe. I totally should have worn it. Next time.
Go get your robe.
Right now.
No, we don't have enough time.
What time is it?
6:40.
I don't even know where my robe is.
Yeah, you don't have to.
But next time we do this, you should wear a robe again. I'll
wear
mine.
Absolutely. I will only do this podcast in a robe. Okay. Actually, from now on, if I'm on a podcast and video, this is what I'm looking like.
Would you smoke a cigar?
Yeah, I smoke cigars. Well, I smoke cigars a lot in the summer.
I don't know about smoking a cigar in here. Actually, that's probably a bad idea.
If you get a humidifier and open the windows, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
The smell will still be there, but you can definitely fix it. It's still bad. Yeah, so you were talking about how you would have food for thought. Is that what this is called?
Yep.
Is anybody hungry?
It's the name of this podcast.
So, and you said that you've had people eat hot foods on it?
Yeah, they're right up there if you want to check out the nuts.
Fried chili paste?
You can check out my nuts up there.
Shut the fuck up. So, and I said no.
Yes, he did.
I have a story about that.
Do you want to? Are you changing your mind?
Changing my mind about what?
My nuts.
I'm not tasting your nuts, Kevin. I'm not trying them. They're spicy in the bad way.
I have spicy, super hot spicy nuts. If you ever want to try them. But seriously though, like they're the worst. That I was so shocked at how hot these nuts were.
Well, let me tell you this. There's a man named Tim. Opinions vary on him. And he's a guy that just recently got a job as a teacher at OMS that I was telling you about earlier today. And when we were both in school, because we went to Ohio Media School together at the same class.
You were students in the same class?
Yeah, so we started so we graduated together too. And we
Shout
were
out Tim.
We were in TriCaster class. I think that's what it was, just TriCaster class. And so we were all supposed to come up with a show or something. And he was in this fad, or like in this fad or whatever we would call it, just buying hot foods from Jungle Gyms. Mm-hmm. So he said, let's do a show where we get a bunch of people and we eat hot things from like the least hottest to the hottest, which was a dried ghost pepper. Now,
is a ghost pepper hotter than a Carolina Reaper?
I've never had a Carolina Reaper.
Do you know which one's hotter though?
I don't. I probably the Carolina Reaper is the hottest.
Sounds scarier.
Yeah.
Ghost pepper sounds,
Reaper, literally death.
Yeah. But ghost, you're already dead.
That's true. But
anyway, sorry.
I don't know.
Sidetrack you.
I don't know actually. I don't know which one's worse. I could tell you what I hated, which was everything on the fucking plate. So it started with just like, if there was, I don't know the order, but there was hot peanut brittle. That sucked. It wasn't hot, but it just sucked. Or it wasn't that hot, but it was spice to it.
Terrible, you mean?
It was terrible. The heat was bad, but it wasn't like the worst thing. Yeah. But it was just all of it about the peanut brittle was the worst thing. This is the only time I've eaten peanut brittle. This is the last time I'll eat fucking peanut brittle. I don't care if it's hot or not. But there was jelly beans. There was pretzels. There's hot peanuts. There was, I think there was chocolate bars, like little chocolate bars like Hershey's, but they were spicy too and hot. That was a weird thing it was the weirdest thing I've tasted. And I didn't want to. I don't eat spicy things like that. I did not want to do this so badly. And it kind of exists, but there's no audio because somebody fucked up the audio. Now there's a lot of thoughts I have on that shit, but the video's there, but the audio's not. And I don't know if I can go back and get it, or if I did and I forgot I did, or somebody has it. I don't know. But in the beginning, I had a board, like a little eraser board or something, because I didn't want to be, but Tim made me get in on it. I think Robert, our other classmate that's friends with Tim, and now me, told me to get in on it too. And like in the video, everyone's just like getting ready, everyone's like talking, whatever, and I'm sitting here with a whiteboard that says "Please help" that I've written, that I was showing it to the camera into the door that Brendan and Michaela Lang were walking by. And I just had this face of like dread, just like, and I was like, put my head down. I was freaking out. But I did it. I did all of it. I ate every single thing, and it was the worst thing ever. But like, the ghost pepper was awful.
I want to eat these nuts with you.
It stung. Like, it hurt painfully. Like, I've never done.
That's how Josh was like when he was like in pain, kind of.
Yeah, it was like a bug.
Yeah.
Beetle or something.
Dude,
biting it.
Awful. Like, I mean, I've had 3 now, so I feel like I'm a little more used to it than I was at first. But
yeah.
I mean, even though the last time I ate it, it was still like, geez.
Well, I had never in my life done it. Nothing to like the jelly beans extreme of spiciness, which were like the least spicy on the plate, but we're still pretty bad.
Grab that tube. It's like right
the
around
chili paste.
No, it's right next to that. It's kind of hard to see. It's hiding behind the edge.
This?
Yeah, that's it.
Get this the fuck away from me. But do
you want to smell them?
No, I don't. But this is how it ended. So I ate it, cried, was in terrible pain for like
smell my nuts,
20 minutes. No.
Okay.
And then it literally exhausted me so much that the next class I was like tired and falling asleep. So then the next day at work, when I was working as a bartender, yeah, that's why I don't want to smell it. So as I was working as a bartender, the next day at work, like I started my shift at 11, I have apparently, and I don't know how ulcers work, but I thought I had created one, but apparently I've always had one, and the spiciness is what aggravates it. I had an ulcer, Kevin.
What is an ulcer, Zach?
It's some type of like lining in the stomach that's exposed or something or weak. So then like once it gets, I don't know. I used to know what it means. I can't remember. I'm sure other people know.
This has,
but it hurt. Hold on. It incapacitated me for the day unless I'd laid down because it was here on my right. So if I laid on my left, felt fine. But the second I'd move, it would like.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I mean, that's how Josh was. Like he said, he felt shitty the rest of the day, and like. I mean,
yeah,
I did too. I tried to get some stuff done, but eventually I was like, I'm just done working today. I'm gonna like tap out. This, you know how they measure heat or whatever? It's got like this is 13 M. It's like I forget what M stands for. It's like a unit of measurement. Sorry.
God, were you an athlete in high school?
Yeah. It was a terrible throw, but M stands for like I forget. It's a unit of measurement. But
mega pain.
Yeah, and so pepper spray that like the police use, I think is like 3 or 4 M. That's 13. Or no, it's 13 million. What is it? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I like that one of the ingredients is 7 pot brain strain.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It has Carolina Reaper. It has ghost pepper, right? I think
it has Carolina Reaper peppers, parentheses, ghost.
Yeah.
And then the 7 pot brain strain. One of these. This is other type of.
Nick,
I think that's other type of peppers.
I ate some with Nick, and he said that some of those are like engineered.
It's 7. So if the parentheses make sense, peppers parentheses and then a bunch of other names. Yeah. That's 7 peppers.
Yeah.
In this.
Plus, there's also like man-made peppers or whatever. Like so, it's like bio-engineered heat. You know, like it's just next level, dude. It's brutal. And you're supposed to eat that as like a party thing where like everybody, you split it between 4 to some odd people and then
gather your friends and make them fucking hate you. Jesus.
Each person has like a handful. I've only eaten one at a time and it's like excruciatingly awful.
I would hope. I think that's the point.
But you're supposed to finish the whole tube within like 10 minutes or something as a group. No, I thought at first it was like one person.
How many people are in this game?
It says on the side there. I forget. We should be sponsored by the Death Nut Challenge or whatever this is, the Tupatera people.
You have 10 minutes
we've talked about this every episode.
No food or drink. You have 10 minutes to finish the tube by eating only 1 to 2 peanuts at a time.
Yeah.
You have to wait 5 minutes after the final peanut to complete the challenge.
Like you can't drink anything for 5 minutes.
It still doesn't even say how many people should be in it. It just says.
I think it says on there somewhere, doesn't it?
It doesn't.
4 to 6 people or something.
If it doesn't, it's not right there.
Whatever.
No. That's a big.
I'm gonna talk you into it one day.
Wrong. I cannot be talked into things. That's untrue. But I can't be talked into this.
I'll try.
It's hard to talk me into stuff, depending on what it is. If it's things that people know I'm not gonna like, it's gonna be difficult.
I'm still gonna try.
Actually, that's the dumbest thing I've ever said.
I'll just wear away at you like for a while, and eventually you'll eat one.
If that comes on this end of the table, I will go outside and throw them in the grass, so that when a giant spicy beanstalk goes up to the sky.
Yeah, it's spicy though. Hot.
I didn't know how to end that joke.
It's alright.
I said the dumbest.
I can't win them all.
I just said something really dumb. I can't be talked into anything if the other person knows I'm not gonna like it. I can be talked into it if I like it. This is the dumbest shit I've ever said.
So, Zach and I are planning on doing some skits, right? Comedy shorts.
Yeah, that's better.
Not necessarily only comedy. We might.
I guess it's skits, sketches.
It's the same thing to me. Skit, short, whatever. Like
that's fine.
Potato, right?
Potato, and not just sketches. Sketches. Like dramatic, actually short films, because I'm a filmmaker. By the way, if there's anyone in the industry of camera work, film industry, something like that, editor, video, audio, please hire me. I've been trying to get hired all year of 2020 and now this one.
We can put your email in the bio or something if you want.
I'll have to give.
Maybe someone will reach out.
Well, I have one that I have you use to send me like video.
Yeah,
like
Zach's also been editing like the Startup Life videos and podcasts, and he's helping out with the channel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll have to give. Of course, I'll have to give like one of the ones I don't care if it gets bombarded with emails.
Yeah.
But like the Google one is like, nope, that's for people.
Yeah.
Or just create a whole fake one.
Yeah.
I'll do it right now. I just started thinking about the consequences of doing this. I mean, it's already out there.
Yeah.
Zach, ZAK.Roth, ROTH @yahoo.com. If I get any dick pics, I swear to Christ.
I just know you're going to get one.
That's all I'm going to get now.
You're basically like
sending myself
asking
up
for that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have said that because people wouldn't have thought it if you didn't. Or
I'm sure it'll happen. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's only... but that's why I gave that one.
Probably reverse psychology anyway.
So it doesn't matter.
Them too. That's what I'm trying to say.
If you send it to me, I'll post it. Oh wait, if they're children, I shouldn't do that.
Where would you post it?
I don't know, the internet or something. I say things like an old man.
Like removed.
Depends on where I put it.
That's true. Yeah, good point.
There's some dark things on the internet. I had something. Maybe that was the peanut story thing. Was it? I had something I had earlier. I hate it when I have that. Like, yeah, let's talk about this tangent for like 40 minutes. I don't remember what it was. Oh, we are making shorts and skits and shit like that. Cause I want to like actually do something with the camera equipment I bought and the $32,000.
Your life and your passion. And
yeah,
stuff.
like I would like to start doing stuff.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Which I still gotta find a location for that short that we've been talking about forever. That's
the one I read lines with you?
Yeah, like that's the last thing. Like get the location and then get the actors rehearsed and then go do it and then we're done.
Yeah, your boy's gonna be an actor.
Yeah, for the music, the nightclub one that we talked about today, that's the one.
We're talking about making some a variety of things between like music videos that might be kind of abstract. Some will be conceptual with a narrative. Some will be like cinematic, or artsy. Mm-hmm. Others, we've been talking about doing a short series called Star City, which is more in the realm of like sci-fi.
It's gonna be tough.
That's more like going to be used. Like I'm going to get concept art made and use it with like thumbnails for music and merchandise, and then hopefully eventually animate some stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be more of like a cartoon, but I still want to work with you on that. And then
and we have other. Well, I have podcast ideas, whether I do it with you or not. But
I think we'll end up doing some of them for sure, and then like some mockumentary type stuff and some short film kind of stuff.
Yep, it's a long road of just like I wish it was going faster.
Yeah.
But it's going at least.
Right.
As long as it goes in that direction, I'm fine.
Like
I just want it to go faster.
The hardest part is getting started, and like it's always slow at the beginning, and then you start to build momentum. I feel like if we'll finally get to the point where we've like made one,
And then the second one will be like a breeze.
A little faster, and eventually you're just cranking them out.
Yeah, I know going back to work on night shift is gonna be the biggest obstacle, so I really got to fight through that one.
Get a new job maybe somewhere else.
Well, that's kind of the idea with like hiring me as a camera operator or video editor audio at a nice place with benefits. But that's the idea.
If we can get the YouTube channel popping, brah, then if it's lit enough, then once the litness reaches a certain level of heat, then the money will be flowing in from the AdSense, and that we'll just give it straight to Zach. All the money from YouTube.
Just to me?
Job. I mean, because it'll be so little of money. Eventually maybe not, but like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, we can make enough to like get by at first, and then, but I mean, easier said than done, because you have to get like a decent amount of views to make enough to like actually support yourself. Yeah. But I feel like if we actually put out like good music and music videos and all the podcasts, everything we're talking about, I think that's totally possible. I know it's possible, actually.
It's not impossible. It's
totally
just
possible. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Because like me wanting to go freelance as a videographer, editor, and just basically do everything I said and want to do, like just become a freelancer. It's just the starting out as a freelancer is kind of hard.
Yeah.
Kind of, especially since I'm trying to buy equipment, but there's a few things I'm looking into to make that easier.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, you know, I've lost the plot.
Okay.
I don't know where the I had an I.
I mean, just to add to that, yeah, like it's always like I mean, I was just saying that about our projects together, but it's kind of the same concept. Like starting fresh with anything is hard to start. I mean, with my printing business, like I didn't just have a bunch of customers at first. You know, I had to like build the customers and build the reputation and the skill set and everything and the quality and learn how to do business. And now I'm like at a point where it's like steady customer. I don't even really need to reach out to customers very often because they're always reaching out to me. But I had to like work to get to that point. Same with freelancing. You know, it's like you start doing cheap jobs and working for a bunch of people, and then eventually you get a reputation and you get a bigger body of work, and you know. And
that's why I like doing the work for free lately, or like since school to now. Like with you and with what Brendan was doing, like the Mazel Tov Collective, which is Brendan's thing now, which is it's a collective of people he knows down there.
Mazel Tov's a Jewish thing, right?
Yes, it is.
Is he He's not Jewish, is
he? He is not Jewish. I have not asked to know
why it was called that.
I haven't asked that either, but I also didn't ask if anybody in that was also Jewish.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because like I don't really care.
Yeah.
Not like I don't care about them, but just like
it's just not something I know what you mean.
It wasn't a prompt in my head to be like, I should find out who's Jewish in here just to make sure. But we did I did the rough cut edit for this one that we just dropped, which is called Security Questions on Molotov Collective YouTube. And then I was trying to figure out how to make a computer screen, a laptop screen, look like, you know, like it would in film, like a little bit grainy with lines and stuff. I don't think that's a thing anymore now because of like the way screens are and the way cameras are.
Interlacing lines like going up the screen.
Kind of like I don't think that, like I was saying, I don't think laptops do that anymore, but I think there's like a distinct look of how they look on camera versus like in real life. So I did just like a tiny bit, like it wasn't a lot. And then we took another clip of somebody typing something out in like Google Docs, and then I just cropped it to put it into like the search bar or like the answer bar for what it was relevant to in the video. And I figured out how to do it. And then I sent it all to Brendan, but I didn't put the effects on because like it wasn't final yet. So he did his editing, which was a lot more than my rough cut, obviously. Then he sent it back to me to put the effects on and then just export it. I did that. And for some reason, like the text video that was cropped to be on the screen, because I just put the effect on both, just didn't look right. So, and I can't remember exactly why, but we just turned it off. So everything I just did was basically for nothing because it was off, but but it was mostly because he wanted it to come out like at that point today. It's not today, but it was a couple days ago. So
are you still like working with him on stuff?
Yeah, so I have to talk to him. I think I might be talking to him later about the skits I was writing the other day, or like the past couple weeks.
Are you helping him like co-write or something with the stuff he's shooting, like because he's in Boston for the.
He's in Georgia.
I thought he was in Boston. Isn't that where his girlfriend went to school? Was the SCAD or whatever?
Georgia.
SCAD, Savannah, Georgia. Yeah.
I was trying not to say Savannah, but yeah.
Yeah. No. I actually like almost went to school there. So I actually like went to SCAD to check it out and like applied there, but.
He makes it look great to go.
It's like, a cool. I mean, I went there and got like a tour, and it's a great school.
Yeah,
very good school.
But I'm writing and then video editing because I'm not going to fly down there to camera operate or direct, unless I'm getting paid, which I'm not from them. They're not making any money. Yeah. But I mean, I will like once in a while, but that's not like every time they're doing something. So that's all I can do right now. Yeah. So my writing game better be on it, but. That's why I want to edit for free, like, and just help because, like, just to know more and do it more.
Build your chops up, and then the cool thing about editing too is you can do that remotely. Like, you could edit for somebody in California, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to start doing because that would be nice. It's been a blast working from home, just like working from home, not being paid, but like being on my desktop and like
just getting stuff done and being in the leisure of your home.
It's been so nice. No wonder everyone's doing it. Yeah, even though they're forced to.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a little while now, before the pandemic even. What time have we got?
6:59, sir.
What time you wanted to clock out at 7?
Yeah, because it'll take me about 30 minutes to get home. It might even be late. We might be
30
late.
minutes away.
Yeah.
Dang, son.
Yeah, I know. Well, because usually when I come over, I'm in Clifton.
Yeah.
So it only takes me 15. It takes me half the time.
What part of town?
Where do I live?
Yeah.
Westchester.
What's your address? And social security number?
All right, hold on. We're not going to do that. I was about to say, like, let me look up the address to the White House or some shit, but I'm like, no, that'll take too long.
Oh, I forgot you were super patriotic. Zach asked me to, like, hang the American flag behind him before this. So next time we do one, I'll make sure we got the flag up for you.
Yep.
And
so
you can sit with the musket, like, the whole time.
This musket right here.
Yeah. Get a thumbnail. Maybe we can use this as a thumbnail.
Oh my god, this is legit.
It's a muzzle loader.
This is a legit gun.
It's a real vintage musket. You can actually shoot it.
I thought this was a toy.
No, it's real.
Oh my god.
I might screenshot a clip of you with the musket for the thumbnail.
Holy shit.
This is a pretty cool angle, man. Yeah, you're looking pretty badass, dude. I can't wait to start shooting stuff with you because we're going to get all kinds of props and get, like, you know, dressed up and play certain characters. It's so fun, dude.
Wow.
Like, can you imagine, like, for the Mafia one we were talking about doing? Like, if we got, like, Uzis or, like, you know, whatever, like, these little Tommy guns and shit and, like, suits and suspenders or whatever, you know, like the vest.
We'll have to go to Cabela's to get, like, the fake guns.
Yeah, play the role, like, get the props. I like, when I've written for, like, skits and stuff before, like, part of the way I've approached it at times was to, like, make a list of all the props I want to use. Like, just have, like, a piece of paper that's just, like, props, and then just, like, come up with something that'll kind of, like, create that world.
Yeah.
Within reason, you know.
Well, I have a 3D printer, or Brian has a 3D printer.
Yeah.
So as long as I buy the filament and I don't break it.
That's like, you know how you made that Star Wars mask? Or, like, the helmet?
Oh, yeah. That has been not working out well.
Oh, really? I mean,
well, because
you showed me looked great, though.
It's the face.
Mm-hmm.
There's the face, the back, and the top. The top we cannot get to actually, like, finish printing because, like, one time it ran out. The other time we used a different print, so it was like flimsy and terrible.
To, like, the materials and stuff?
It's like $25 for the cheapest.
Like, to just fill the whole printer? And then
because it's on a spool, so then you, like, feed it through. Yeah. So then as it goes, it just...
Yeah.
So it's about... Like, the lowest, the cheapest is, like, 25-ish.
Is that, like, what you guys have been using?
That's what we've been using, yeah.
Is it... What's cheap? Like, it's just lower quality, like, it breaks easier?
Yeah, you can get... There's also different types. I don't know a lot about that, but apparently there's better quality ones for... more expensive, but I haven't looked into that because it's like...
So, like, to make that mask, was that, like, a whole spool?
No, that was not a lot. We ran out of spool because we printed the top, like...
Yeah, like, made it over and over again?
I think we did it, like, 4 or 5 times until... And it was never completed. We got really close to where it was just, like, a hole in the top, but... It's just we wasted so much on that.
But you're learning and practicing and all that.
Yeah, and now he's talking about getting a new nozzle for it because I think the nozzle's what's fucking up. Yeah. It's a whole new tech thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
that
I'm sure
learning.
The more you use it, you'll get farther along and be able to, like, get better at it. But I was just gonna say it'd be so cool to use that to make props for, like, if we were to you know how we were talking. I think we talked about Josh and I had this idea to do, like, a superhero kind of influenced miniseries. Yeah. Where it's kind of, like, relatable and, like, real life kind of people, but they have superpowers or they come into them. But instead of copying, like, Star Wars or X-Men or something, make your own props, which could be inspired by that kind of stuff. But it's just cool to have access to a printer because we could actually make something along those lines, but within our own IP, if you want to.
I have a file that's like it seems like 1,000 pieces, but it's Harrison Ford's gun from Blade Runner, and, like, it would legit work, like, and like triggers would actually work too. Yeah, it's just you're printing so much small stuff and then, like, putting it together, and then, like, if one piece is bad, none of it works. Like what we've been doing with a 3-piece helmet. Like,
how many pieces was the gun?
I don't know. I think like 60 or something, 50. It's that high because there's screws. Like, you print screws. Yeah. To screw in into
you
this
just
thing.
Buy screws if you wanted to.
If I just bought screws.
Like, are you able to, like, instead of, like, printing every little thing, would it work if you just went out and got something, like, comparable? Or do you actually need to make it like verbatim what the...
Well, I would assume that real screws, being metal, would scrape the hell out of this thing.
Do you like load, like
sure.
when you're printing the different pieces, do you load a file in? Like you found this file somewhere online, somebody made it, and you just load it, and there's everything you need.
Yeah, so usually we go to Thingiverse and download it. I got the Blade Runner gun from this other website, and you download the STL file, put it in Cura, and then splice it. Like you put all the settings and how it's supposed to go, whatever. Splice it, and then it turns into a new STL file with all the settings you put in, and then you put because it's a flash drive, and then you put the flash drive into the machine, and then you pick it on the screen, and then it goes. This scared the fucking hell out of me. Not even joking. We need to end this. I gotta go.
But you could make your own stuff too, right? Like you can make a blueprint in one of those, some program out there, because somebody has to be doing that.
Yeah, right? But and I've seen it. I've seen like, I think it's called Simply 3D.
That's like some 3D modeling, engineering kind of stuff.
Way beyond my knowledge.
Yeah, my friend Wade does that.
Like, I think you have to be able to like draw on shit, like, and I can't.
Well, it's 3D modeling, so you're drawing in the program kind of, but you're using tools sort of like Photoshop, I think, depending on probably the process, but I don't know that much about it. I think it'd be cool though. Maybe you like eventually you get really good at it. And you upgrade the printer and you get like a more sophisticated one, and then you just slowly upgrade little things, and eventually you're 3D printing houses on Mars.
I think you can.
You know,
that's
what that leads to.
I think you can mod like a printer. Like you can get a type of nozzle or whatever. Yeah. It's still like way beyond my knowledge. Yeah. I can definitely put and I used a like mesh mixer to slice the helmet in threes because it wouldn't fit in our printer.
Yeah.
And doing it just that, I learned a few things on how to do that, but it was still like, I got to do baby steps. Yeah. And I also got to be like wanting to do it because otherwise I'm just like, I don't care. And then I won't take it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't want to keep you too much longer.
Are you full on your food for thought?
I'm just getting started, man.
Oh, well, I'm pretty full, but I could use a light snack.
No, that was a good...
I keep going for water. I don't know.
Good meal for the day, but I haven't satiated my hunger yet.
I totally realized that I didn't put the time on that Instagram post of when to call that number. I just said call the number. I did not say when.
You could do that on your next post.
Son of a bitch.
Today's episode is brought to you by Racoma Embroidery Machines. If you want...
Sorry, I didn't know you were doing a thing.
Just hear me like sponsoring this, and then you hear you in the background.
Sorry, I didn't know you were doing a sponsor read. Go for it. Sorry.
I recently partnered with Racoma Embroidery Machines International. If you are interested in buying an embroidery machine, they sell single head embroidery machines for about $10,000. They are great machines. I'm going to be producing some content about those machines. They actually sent me a single head to show you guys. So I'm going to be demonstrating how that works, and I'm going to compare it to my Tajima embroidery machines, which are a competitor of theirs, and they're far more expensive. But anyways, long story short, if you're looking for an embroidery machine, you can use my affiliate link, which is in the bio below, and you will get money off of the machine that you buy as a discount through my link. And if you want to buy me a coffee, there's a link in the description too, I guess. I don't know. I've been debating about not including that in the description, but if you want, I'd feel like, or just maybe I shouldn't even ask. What do you think?
I want to start an OnlyFans where I get paid $10
Zach's
every time I want to put on a new shirt.
Okay.
So I want to put on 10 shirts and get $100.
Hell yeah.
No
if anybody wants to see Zach change shirts, his OnlyFans...
The change. No.
His OnlyFans is in the bio below. You can find Zach at onlyfans.com / It's not actually a
Suck my dick.
Ooh.
No.
Now this podcast will be mature rated.
I think it has been.
No, it has for sure. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked the episode, please please subscribe, please leave a comment, share it with your friends, share it with your family, tell your loved ones about it, and tune in next time. We're going to try to post. I was trying to do every week, but I think right now we're going to alternate the content we post on my channel for now, like every 2 weeks. So it'll go between podcasts to startup life videos to music and whatever we're working on at the time. So eventually we'll probably get back to doing like once a week and maybe even more frequent than that at times. But for now, just every other week. Tune in, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff, or don't, whatever. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
Hawkeye from MASH and the show.
Dude, you can't give it away now. Now there's no raffle. We're gonna have to bleep that out, Nick.